this is my first full video that I've actually made for YouTube. And I just wanted to come on here and introduce myself to you. Hopefully, if you want to hear more of what I had to offer, or you're just wanting to hear how I've survived and made it over, I hope that you'll follow me as I go on this journey of self-discovery and understanding and just figuring this life out, right? I also have a TikTok and an Instagram and a Facebook and all the things, right? Don't we all? But I know that some videos require a little bit more depth and a little bit more time. And so I'm coming to YouTube because I feel like there is no point in going through things in life if you don't share them with other people. There's no point in having gone through a test and acquiring a testimony and then you sit on it and don't share those experiences. So my hope is that through the things that I've seen and the things that I've been through, I can inspire you to go be great. That's the biggest saying that I have that just pushes me on a daily basis. Go be great because somebody needs me to be. I need me to be. So a little bit about me. I am 37 years old and I have two amazing daughters. One just turned 3 actually yesterday. This angle is weird. Anyway, I have a 3-year-old and I have a 6-year-old and I have a husband. He is not my child though. He's obviously my husband and he is 41. I am 37. So we got started a little bit later in life. So let's start from the beginning. The beginning of he and I. This is our 10th year. We're coming up on our 10th year anniversary, which is the 29th of June. This is February, or actually now we're in March now, aren't we? So we met on Black People Meet in February of 2012. And I had been on there before and had met a couple of people and, had gone on a few dates. And one person was kind of serious, but I found out very quickly that was a hot mess. Okay. And I know at the time people were like, oh, don't online date, you're going to get murdered and all this kind of crazy stuff. Okay, well, I've met the same kind of crazy in the street and at the grocery store and at the mall. So I figured at least I can kind of sift through it myself. Sift through the people I actually choose to respond to. So I had dated a couple of people on there, and really when he reached out to me, I had already been dating somebody for about a month or so. The guy was really nice. Do you see me picking my words? No, he really was nice. He was sweet. He sent me flowers. He did the things. But I was not physically attracted to this person. And I think sometimes as women, we feel like we have to date people that are of a certain caliber, that are a certain status, that look a certain way, that dress a certain way because, society says they'll take care of you, right? But I was okay. I had my own house. I had my own car. And I had acquired these things by 21. So getting married was just another thing on the list of things that I wanted to do. But it wasn't I have to do it in order to be successful or to be seen. Sometimes people feel that way. And I definitely wasn't wedding chasing. Those things are expensive. But so this man that I now call my Frankenbean, that's what I call him, Frankenbean, because his name is Frank. I don't know where it came from. Don't ask me. I don't know. But I met him, or he sent me a message, before Valentine's, I remember, I couldn't tell you the exact date now, but I do remember him sending me a message, and I was like, I remember thinking, oh, he's cute. And I thought he was funny because his message, I was holding my puppy, my new puppy at the time, in the picture. And he was like, oh, are you going to eat your dog? And I don't know why that was funny to me. You know, when you're attracted to somebody, even the stupidest, most ridiculous things are funny. He was cute and it was funny. Okay. So I had every intention of messaging him back. And then life happened. I don't know how deep I'm going to get on here. I don't know, because I don't want to harm anyone in the things that I say. So maybe I should like change the names of people to protect the innocent or to protect the guilty. They're guilty. Let's just say a family member was going through some things, and I've always felt an obligation to other people. To make sure that they're okay. And so I put everything about myself off to the side to take care of this other person and to create events around this other person so that they felt safe. I'm sure somewhere in here we'll go into a little bit more detail about what happened with that. But said person, over time, instead of feeling thankful, over time has retaliated against me just because I'm okay in life. I'm doing okay. It is what it is, right? So I end up messaging. He messages me again, 2 or 3 weeks later. At the end of, I shouldn't say 3 or 4, like whatever. The end of February, he messages me again on Black People Meet, and I was like, oh snap, I forgot about you, cutie pie with the dog, talking about my dog and stuff. So I messaged him back, and literally within that conversation, I just determined that the person I was dating, and I don't think I necessarily determined it, I think through spiritual discernment, you just know that, you know, when things are compatible. And I knew that the person I was currently dating was not compatible, and I cut it off like instantly. We were supposed to go to dinner that evening, me and this other guy, and I told him I will meet you there, and he was like, you don't want me to pick you up? I'm good. And I told him before dinner so that he could make the choice if he wanted to still eat or leave or whatever. And he was like, well, no, I want to eat. Let's kind of talk through some things. Let me tell you something about me. When I've made up my mind, I've made up my mind. I mean, we can talk through it. But especially if I feel like I've heard from God, unless you can convince me otherwise through the conversation that you have had with God and through some proof and some confirmation, I mean, I'll respect the fact that you're talking. But I let him know that, you know, this just is not going to work. And he was not happy about that. And I told him I paid for my own food. He was not happy about that either. And then I realized why I didn't like him. I was not allowed to be independent. I was not allowed to, like, I do like chivalry. Don't get me wrong. I like to, you know, open the door for me. I like some of the old school things. You know, I cook, you clean. But those things can be reversed too. You know, you can cook and I can clean. But I do believe in sharing responsibility. And it was like I couldn't make any decisions with this person. Excuse me, that's not how I was raised. I was raised to have my own mind and to be able to do my own things. I was raised to respect and honor my husband, but I was also raised to expect the same, you know? So, yeah, that's that. So I messaged my husband back, and we started dating online. He was in New Mexico in the military, and I was here in Texas. And it just grew from there. And we've been together ever since. We got married that summer, and nobody knew. But I'm not good at keeping secrets, okay? There are still some that I'm sure are finding out, because especially now that I'm saying it out loud on a online platform. You're welcome. We got married at the courthouse on June 29th, 2012. Because he was getting ready to get sent to Afghanistan. It was not to slight anyone. It wasn't to hurt anyone, but it was because we understood that our families had not met yet, but we were very much so in love, and very much so knew this is what we wanted. We talked day in and day out, day and night, since February until he left. I think it was like July 8th. And we just knew. And I remember praying and even, saying, God, if this is the one you have for me, allow this to happen. And he did. He gave me the signs and wonders that I asked for, which I very much so appreciate, to let me know that Frank was my husband. And there were so many firewalls that he hit. Oh my goodness. So I'll save that for the next video of our experience together, of us even getting to the place where we're like, let's just get married. Because it was a hot mess when people start weighing in and trying to tell you what you're supposed to do, and they're not hearing from God, they're hearing from self, and they don't want to hear that you've prayed. They don't want to hear that there are some steps that you've taken to make sure that this is a safe space. They just want to tell you you're going to be by yourself because I'm by myself, or because I'm an authority figure in your life, you have to listen to me. That's just not how this works. And I've learned a lot over the last few years of how to parent, and how to be a good friend and a good sister and a good wife and a good mother. And I do my best. I'm doing my best. I hope I'm doing my best every day. So I'll give you some more information about that in a little bit. Hopefully you guys are interested. So that's it for now. But yeah, we got married behind people's backs, not to harm anybody, but because he was going to get shot at. And because I was diagnosed with lupus way early, we knew that there was potential for complications. And because our family didn't know each other, we wanted to put ourselves in a position where it forced people legally to have to speak to our spouse and to tell the other what was going on. And so, if he got shot at or something happened in Afghanistan, I would know, and I would be in proper communication with the military already, because they had me listed as his wife, and vice versa. He was on my medical information here in the States, so if something happened, he would be able to come home. We thought about it. It was a decision that took planning and thought and prayer. So hopefully through these videos you just get to learn a little bit about me, and hopefully I can just give some insight on why people do the things they do, and how you can get through when you don't know why people do the things they do. How you can get through why sometimes you don't know why God does what he does. Well, I love you guys, and I will give you everything I have in this process. Go be great. Love you. Bye.